So as you've already heard, ACCA members can earn a lot of money, like a ridiculous amount of money. Now in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how much you can earn per entry level as an ACCA student. For those of you who are new, I'm Conrad and I'm an ACCA student at the strategic professional level, and on this channel I share tips, strategies and tools for you to be able to pass ACCA. So as you guys know me, I don't like wasting your time. So I'm going to be giving you all of the salaries right here in this table, which is the starting salaries, the mid salaries, and then also the high-end level job salaries. And for those of you who are watching further, I'm going to be explaining the type of jobs you need, the type of qualification you need in each level, and then also the type of tasks that you do in each level. So it's going to be quite interesting. Just a few caveats before we get into it, guys, because you know money is a sensitive topic, as most of you guys know. So point number one being, the salaries depend largely upon the different industries that you are in, depends on your experience level, depends on your negotiating skills when you are actually going in and trying to negotiate your salary. So all of this depends largely. So this is just a brief overview of what you can expect, especially for the newcomers here. Second caveat is, because most of my followers are from India, I decided to also add it in your currency, which I'm not familiar with. So if it's wrong, please just help me in the comment section. It might be a bit wrong, but in any ways, I tried being accommodating for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the first qualification ACCA provides, which is a diploma in accounting and business, which is a RQF4. So what jobs can you do with this, right? This is quite entry-level position within the company because it is such a low-level qualification. And essentially what you'll be doing here is you'll be a clerk, a bookkeeper, like all of the junior roles within the company, the roles that you do when you article. Stuff like the accounts clerk, financial administrator, stuff like that, you know? What kind of tasks can you be expecting here? And that is like boring and repetitive tasks. Don't get me wrong, in your first year when you're going to be working, you're going to learn so much about the business. And essentially, for you to really know a business well and an industry well, you need to do like the grunt work, the bottom of the stuff that's repetitive, to be able to understand the higher level strategy positions and how the company works in general with regards to strategy one day. With regards to salaries, you can expect around £7,000, this is per year, to about £20,000 per year. And I'm being a classic accountant, I'm being prudent here, so these numbers might be a bit less than what they actually are. For my Indian fans, it's about 6 to 20 lakhs per year. I think that's what you call your currency. So I've got a little favor to ask you guys, and that is essentially, I started a newsletter a couple of weeks ago, and I was wondering if you could maybe consider subscribing. I listen to a lot of podcasts, books, entrepreneurship, studying, and then also like health. And I share this every week in like a small, short email, which I send on a Sunday usually. And people have said that they've received a lot of value from it. So if you wouldn't mind, please, I know it's going to change your life. I'm promoting it a bit now, obviously, but the link is in the description. Thanks in advance. Moving on to the second qualification ACCA gives you, and that is an advanced diploma in accounting and business. Here they call you, I don't know if you guys have heard of the term before, part qualified, and that is essentially what I am now as well. So essentially the type of jobs you can do here is you can either become a financial accountant, or you can be like a financial controller sometimes. Then you can also maybe be an assistant tax manager. It really depends on the job listings that are around you, you know. But this is quite a high level in ACCA. This is after you pass your applied skills level and you pass your ethics module as well. So essentially when you reach this level in ACCA, you are quite far, I would say. I mean, you've passed 9 out of the 13 papers. So you're on your way to maybe passing within the next year. And employers see this, and then they obviously value that more because of the knowledge and skills that you have learned so far. So when you have this qualification, you essentially fall into the middle tier, and your salary is then around 13,000 to around 37,000 pounds per year. That is about 13 to 36 lakhs per year. Now the last qualification obviously is when you've completed your strategic professional level, then you get a certificate for that, and then obviously when you complete your PER, then you become an ACCA member. Now, this is where things vary the most, like in my opinion, and obviously per the research I've done as well. The types of roles that you're going to fulfill here is maybe a bit more managerial level, where you manage people. So that boss that you strongly dislike, you are most likely gonna be that boss. So you're gonna basically be overseeing the guys on the medium and like entry level jobs, guys with the certificates who are doing the repetitive tasks. And don't get me wrong, the job might be repetitive, but I think it's interesting because you get to work with people more. You get to be in a higher position, maybe focus a bit more on strategy, and then maybe oversee a team, which in my opinion is like quite a fun thing to do. Now, what can you get paid here? This depends on like your experience level and then also what type of industry you are in. If you're looking at maybe a smaller industry, you can maybe cap that at about 60,000 with like per year. This is pounds. But if you're looking maybe at a bigger industry, you can maybe become like the financial director, or you have such. That's one thing that I like about ACCA that's very nice, is that it gives you the opportunity to diversify into many different possibilities. So if you maybe want to pursue something in more strategy, maybe you'll become a strategic operator at a higher level. But the pay here is anything from around 35,000 per year to 100,000, which is more or less about 20 to 100 lakhs per year for those of you, my Indian bros. So if this maybe sparked your interest in maybe becoming an ACCA member and you want to know what country should you pursue a career in, I actually made a video that is about what country pays ACCA members the highest, and I'm going to link it up here, and I know I'm going to see you in that video, so cheers.